I'm gonna play one more, because that sucked. I hated that! That was awful! You are tuned into twitch.tv/bedsores, coming to you live from my sick couch in the chronic illness autonomous zone. I'm your host Alyssa, here with my co-host and transcriptionist Earl. She's right here. Let's get some rest today. I want you to try to guess in your head what this game is going to look like, now that you've seen the flashing skeleton, the weird colors, this kind of three-way fighting game-esque selector screen, the wires in the background. What could it be? What could it possibly be? Evolution story! Level 99. Molecules, fossils, dinosaur skeletons. It's just a game where you link pipes together. Easy. And discussing this game, we must begin with some of these bewildering design choices. Why are there dinosaurs? Why is there the Earth? Why is it called Sen-Know? What is Sen-Know time? What does Sen-Know even mean? Oh shit! The game's name is a pun on the word Sen-Know, which means brainwashing. Huh. Ring. Why is that a different color now? What? Overflow? I'm being laughed at by a floating brain! Or rather, let's try versus CPU. Are so scattered and yet so compelling to me. Like, look at these font choices. That's good as hell. Doesn't look like anything. I'm really curious about what the story is. This seems like a sick cyberpunk artifact. These are describing, like, electronic channels that maybe computers are hacked by, or just about getting the car loser for a friend's birthday. Of course! Great job! I'm so glad that I could give more money to Christine Love. I could help you give more money to Christine Love and give your friend a great experience. Who are these people? We got a fucking rat girl? Rat fox girl? We got a fucking ripped old dude? Another ripped old dude? Another ripped old dude? I'm going with unknown. All the other characters are sad. You gotta reroute the data. Hey, I just gotta say, look, if you're watching this, how much can I say? I will say, if you translate the story mode, like, in full, like, get a patch of it, you'd be doing great video games a great service. The only incentive that I can offer is $20 and some nudes. If that's what you're into, just let me know. Albert Eisenstein? What? This kid is nuts! He looks like he's having a good time. His shirt is torn off and he's ready to... This man's trying to get into my pants, and I'm gonna let him. What's going on? Look at him go! Bye-bye! Bye-bye! Next character. Okay. Why won't those ones clear? Someone ricked all the playfield backgrounds, but not the sprites. Spriter's resource let me down. Hello? Lady Count Titula. I want to know what's happening in this game so bad. Like, I'm having a similar... Sorry, my mic is peaking so much. I'm having a similar feeling watching this game's story mode that I have to, like, watching... the Cardcaptor Sakura Tetris game, where it's like, that game should have a translation patch, and it doesn't. This is horny? No! Big booba are not necessarily horny. Most annoying person in the world voice. I mean, they're not necessarily. Like, a body part is not necessarily. But this is a depiction. Who the fuck is Galaxy Maximilian? I think her name is Helen Beauty. I love her. Could I please have some, Helen seems nicer than this boring Sentai guy she's fighting with. Yeah, this guy sucks. Helen Beauty, the world's best producer. I think the game's title translates to Line Brain. Huh. Die, Ginger. There's a Wonder Swan version of this game. Yeah, she laughs in Ohoho. Who is she? She has tailor's tools in her apron. Her apron has little pockets for her huge boinkers. She's got shoulder pads that look like barbershop wheels, and then she has a barbershop wheel holding in her bun. Barber Tomy? GILF detected. Baddie versus GILF. Unfortunately, two queens pitted against each other. Some of this game's combo theory is, I think, a little bit fucked. Like the way that I accidentally immediately cleared all of that garbage. Doesn't seem like great. It's also unclear to me when things form into untouchable garbage block. I guess the thing about gold blocks is that they need to fall. I hope that my tits look that good when I'm her age. Look, I gotta say, the way that gravity works on titties as they age is not a thing to be resisted, but instead a thing to be embraced. Okay, this guy fucked us last time. Let's see how it goes. Finally! We got some actual fucking Super Sentai, motherfuckers. I just got this big gold garbage throbbing in the center of my stack. I can't do shit about it. Excuse me? They're Buddhist? They're like Buddhist tokusatsu characters? Mom says it's our turn in the Voltron. How lucky. And they appear to be burning in hell. Alright, hey man. Okay. There's our pal Albert! Maybe you could get good. Maybe you could get timed out. You ever think about that? Game is inscrutable. Glorious, gorgeous. Full of beauty. My stack is just fucked. And yet I won. How did that happen? Alright. Who does this character remind me of? Oh, who's that chick from Outlaw Star? Can immediately counter Godridge. So it immediately puts two players on the same playing field in a way that's like super strange. Why is she wearing an elephant costume? Tsune with a big cock. Well, that'll be it for the stream, folks. I'm utterly entranced by Sen-Know. Like, in Puyo Puyo, for example, as I talked about extensively in the PPTPPT, still available on YouTube. The purpose of these characters is to motivate your sense of progression of skill, but the characters are what made Puyo Puyo so promising. And I think an argument can be made by part of the reason why Tetris is so hard to innovate on is that Tetris just didn't have mascot characters. Having mascot characters is both an effective advertising tool and I think it's fair to say like a powerful opportunity to give the player of relating to what they're doing. I did not expect there to be a deep story mode under this. I just selected the solo mode, which is the first mode that you get, the sort of the default mode. Within that story mode, like the motivation for the characters, their interesting interactions, a whole universe opened up to me that like made the act of dropping the blocks meaningful in story. Like, and that's a cool thing. That's an interesting thing for a game to have, is when the things that you're doing in the game are motivated by something. So I don't think we need to see mascots necessarily as something cynical. They can just be a way of motivating decisions for the player. That game's mechanics, I think, left a little bit to be desired. In particular, the different ways that garbage fell, whether it was gold blocks or whether it was those 4 blocks, seemed a little bit arbitrary. And when the 4 blocks fall, they are garbage, but they can be cleared so quickly. It's like getting an automatic counter after a fighting character punches you in the face. It makes countering garbage so quick, or in the case of the gold box, so impossible. And I would love for there to be like a middle way. Other games have dealt with like timers on blocks, that the blocks change into something else over a given period of time that's shown on the screen. Pedal Crash is a game that I think of that does that. I wish that that game had made a couple of more clear design choices. But it's fundamental block dropping, and then there's a little hand that tells you whether it's good or bad or will clear. I think that's good overall. It's just the garbage system seems messed up. To me, poisonally. I wish to Sen-Know more about Sen-Know. And if you ask me if I'm Sen-Done, I say Sen-Know. This has been twitch.tv/bedsores, coming to you live from my sick couch in the Chronic Illness Autonomous Zone. I've been your host, Alyssa, here with my co-host and transcriptionist, Earl.
Bingo!
Take care and do your best. For real this time.
Forbidden Cube.